Wow, that looks like... The heck?
I've been in this job.
You can drive.
Is Rusty. What have I been telling you all along?
We've got to get this guy.
I know. Enough women have died.
Yeah, and it's our asses on the line too, Phelps. You heard what the captain said. The department is not going to take responsibility for all those bad convictions.
Success is a double-edged sword.
Let's just get this sick pervert and have it done with.
Rather you than me, Phelps. You know the local hobos use that as a latrine.
There is a cave, all overgrown with trailing, odorous plants which curtain out the day. Where next? Elizabeth Short, Betty Short, Black Dahlia.
Elizabeth Short's social security card.
Jesus Christ!
That's not all. There's another stanza from Shelley.
Can you work it out? You got a city map? See if you can work out where he's taking us. I don't like this freak. Leading us around by the nose.
Can you drive to this one?
him. It's really him, the fuck who killed the Dahlia. Can you believe this? He's leaving.
It's his game, Rusty. He may want someone to catch him, but he's extremely dangerous. I doubt if he will give up easily.
Suits me down to the fucking ground. We clip this fuck and we get citations. What a day to be a cop. That's 10.
Can I help you, sir?
Detectives, LAPD. This is very important, sir. How do we get to the top of the chandelier?
You what?
Have a little faith, pal. We're in a real hurry.
Head up to the top floor. There's an access panel and a ladder in the maintenance room.
Let's go.
I'm going out there, Rusty.
Better you than me.
From the temples high of man's ear and eye, roofed over sculptures and poesy. Where have I seen that? Deirdre Muller's missing watch.
Jesus Christ, hold it off that goddamn thing.
Find a rope, Rusty!
There isn't time. See if you can swing that thing from side to side. Get it over the edge, then jump for it.
Swing! That was too close.
Yeah, well, the higher you climb, the further you fall.
Let's get out of here.
Another Dahlia clue?
No, a yellow gold wristwatch.
From Molder Day.
Yes, and a scrap of the poem.
Another location.
If I can work it out.
på grisarna?
Du skulle hälsa på grisarna. Det tror jag inte ett jävla skit på.
Men hörde du, vadå Askungen? Är jag Tullas styvsyster då, eller?
Ja, det kan du ge dig fan.
Nej, nej, jag inte.
Nej, det är du. Du är för snygg för det. Du kan vara den snyggaste i huset.
Finns det så?
Ja, det gör det. Nu gör det.
Vi på Vattenfall har gjort det enkelt för dig att bli en del av de bra saker som händer för klimatet. Som att internet blir allt mer fossilfritt till exempel. Allt du behöver göra är att välja ett fossilfritt elavtal på vattenfall.se.
You're behind the wheel.
He keeps mementos from all his victims.
This guy needs to be taken out of circulation.
He takes pleasure at stringing us along, demonstrating how much smarter he is.
You can enjoy it while it lasts. We got you now, genius. We're coming for you.
Men inte ens i kallt vatten har fläckarna någon chans mot Vanish. Wow! Vanish, lita på rosa, säg farväl till fläckar. Över tid blir våra vita kläder grå. Tillsätt bara Vanish Gold för vita kläder i tvätten. För att få en vitare vit. Lita på rosa och få vitare vit. Välkommen till Sveriges arena. Här spelar alla från experten.
I'm pulling rank here, Cole. I'm not hauling myself up there.
Nu är det inne och äta ute. Så kom till Willys om du är en grillus.
Nu är sommaren på gång. Vinterna tar ingen semester. Ja, du kan också vinna med dina grannar i sommar. Ta chansen på postkodlotteriet.se.
Så här typ får man inte ha.
Det finns många skäl att hämta ut recept och handla på apotekhjärtat.se. Som när barnen börjar växa upp. Lycka till. Hälsningar från hjärtat.
Nätet har aldrig varit viktigare, så nu bygger vi ut Sveriges bästa nät. Välkommen till Telia.
Vi har flyttat ut våra liv och kanske aldrig uppskattat naturen så mycket som nu. Men där finns risk att drabbas av TBE. I år kan din TBE-vaccination behöva extra planering. Särskilt om du ska vaccinera dig mot covid-19. Läs mer på festing.nu.
Om du slagit vad med dina barn, att du fortfarande har det som krävs. Fast du inte har det. Inte alls. Då är If vid din sida.
Ärligt talat, att dra fram dammsugaren för en snabbställning är så jobbigt.
Och att damma med en trasa är riktigt bökigt. Så nu använder vi Swiffer dammvippa. Dammvippans fluffiga fibrer fångar upp damm. Där sitter det som klistret. Ha!
Swiffers dammmopp fångar smuts, damm och hår. Så enkelt. Sluta städa. Börja swiffra.
We're messing up the planet. We're messing up real good.
And filling up our bodies with more beige food than we should.
We're messing around with nature. doing? Singing a song about our impending doom.
Well, that's mad.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Okay, let's try this instead.
Let's get fixing up the planet. Fix it up real good. We can't get to our bodies with nature's tasty food.
Visst, vi gör små drycker. Vi gör stora drömmar om att göra världen bättre. Häng med!
Go get him, Tiger.
You'd slow me down anyway, old timer. Sometimes a step backwards is a step in the right direction.
Ma va. Ma.
Our Lady of Guadalupe, ripped from Antonia's necklace. Round which death laughed, sepulchred emblems of dead destruction, ruin within ruin. So this is a treasure hunt.
What is it this time?
The religious medal from the Maldonado case.
The Dahlia, Moeller, Maldonado. When this gets out,
We still have to find the guy, Rusty.
another poem. Well, you must have some idea, right? Come on, Phelps. We're on a roll here. Don't let me down.
De är för fan stora som lastbilar eller fyra.
Inte i min värld. I min värld är det 2 små pojkar som är väldigt busiga. På 4 år.
Jag har en jävla respekt för de där små pojkarna på 4 bast.
Ja, men det ska man väl. Annars blir det som det blev för examen.
Så kan vi inte ha det. Tack. Oj, jävlar. Vill du ha plats? Får du upp det? Mysigt.
Ta en macka.
Vad var det som hände? Med din mamma? Jag vet att hon inte finns med.
Min pappa slog ihjäl henne, så slog jag nästan ihjäl honom. Min pappa slog ihjäl henne, så slog jag nästan ihjäl henne.
Jag hörde vad du sa.
Flera år så försökte han liksom få mig från cirkusen.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
We're gonna catch hell for this. Banging up innocent men.
The newspapers will crucify the guy. They won't have time to wonder about our mistakes. We'll be okay, Rusty, as long as we catch the guy.
I hope you're right, Cole. We'll be famous if we make this case.
Blev att pappa ville ha mig hemma hos honom och att jag skulle gå i skolan och bli tjej.
These are my best shoes, Phelps. I'll leave you to it.
Jag tog en jävla stekpanna. Och började slå.
Very funny. Whoa!
Gonna move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils? The gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar?
Steady.
How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Whoa! Easy.
Gonna move on, Cole. Those boards are sinking. You want to end up like the other fossils?
Steady.
The
gangway snakes around, Phelps. Can you see it through the tar? How you doing out there?
I'd be doing better if you were the one trying to get across this thing. Whoa! Easy.
You don't want to fall in now, Phelps.
That's at the forefront of my thinking. Steady. One of Teresa Terrelson's shoes. A sphere which is as many thousand spheres. Okay, where to now?
What is it?
An open-toed white shoe, and another stanza from the poem.
Oh, I really thought that hobo bum did the Terrelson broad.
Confessions from the insane aren't the most credible evidence, Rusty.
Is this thing over?
It's all part of his power over us, making us run around all over the city for the crumbs he's leaving us.
So if we keep this up, we can find the guy?
You know the way. You can drive.
So this guy looks out for women in bars who've had too much to drink.
Who are emotionally disturbed.
Need a shoulder to cry on, he plies them with booze.
Probably offers them a lift home.
Then beats their brains out and strangles them. Could be any schmo hanging out in a bar.
No, not anyone. He displays the bodies, leaves us messages. For all the violence, it's very controlled behavior.
On it goes. When do you think we'll reach the end of this thing?
The center of the proverbial labyrinth? How long's a piece of string? How many unsolved murders have we got in this city?
That guy from the paper.
The heck?
I think his name is Phelps. He brought in that case.
You ever been in here, Galloway?
No. I have no intention of going in. I heard that thing's tricky. I'm gonna wait here and have a quiet smoke. Think about hidden meanings.
Once belonging to Celine Axford Henry. Thrones, altars, judgment seats, and prisons. No, it couldn't be.
See? That was easy.
I found Celine Henry's ring.
How far does this thing go? How did we not catch this nut job?
Can you drive to this one?
He's leaving us this trail of evidence. Why?
Vanity. He wants to see if there's anyone out there smart enough to catch him.
He leaves us evidence, but every location is a trap.
He's testing us, physically and mentally, to see whether we are worthy.
The Titan guy. You have the stouts with God.
Very good. You thinking about reading some Shelley?
All that egghead stuff? I'm sticking to the funny papers and the form guy. You sleep better at night.
Nej, inte här. Anna, jag vet inte vad det är för fel på mig. Alltså, det där som Pelle sa.
There's a throne up there. Now it's just a matter of getting to it.
Jesus, now look what you did. Hang on, Paul. I'll get you off of there.
You gotta make it to the next platform. Get that thing as close as you can, then jump.
Typewriter ring. Evelyn Summers. The place he calls home. End of the line.
No, 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 no! Come on! Ah, no! I thought the whole thing was gonna come crashing down on me.
I thought so too. He murdered Evelyn Summers, Rusty. The last trophy was her ring.
You find another piece of the poem?
Yes. The last piece.
You sure, Cole?
Let's find out. might see this as a cry for help.
For God's sake, Phelps. We're not trying to justify this.
Hear me out, Rusty. This guy has been successfully slaughtering women in this town for half a year, maybe longer. He researches who he kills, and then plants evidence so that we always have someone to go after. If he hadn't sent the letters in the poem, he could have gone on forever. We would have been none the wiser. We would have 4 executed men on our conscience and have been happy about it. Why else is he doing this?
You're the new face of the department, Phelps. The modern cop who tries to understand why the perp does what he does. Me? I just drop the hammer down on the low lives. Once a road comes to your heel, you don't worry about what it's feeling, you just grind it into the pavement.
Activity 111 South Alameda. Stand by for further for any Central unit. Continue to respond.
Reminds me of my days as an altar boy.
There's a light coming from the house.
Nothing hasty, gentlemen. Keep your hands where I can see them, or I'll be forced to redecorate the stucco with your entrails.
We're from the LAPD, sir. I'm gonna tell you only once to lower your weapon.
The LAPD, you say? Is it really possible you could have found me after all this time? How interesting.
Put down the gun, shitbird. Last warning.
This boorish ignoramus could never have found me. It was you, wasn't it? Do you remember me, detective?
The temp bartender.
Yes, you found me. You know what I'm capable of, and yet you walk in here like lambs, dressed for the slaughter.
We'll see about that. Where did he go?
Down the tunnel?
We can't let the son of a bitch get away.
The house, Rusty. There must be another entrance into the house.
LAPD, give yourself up.
You realize this must have been the place, Rusty. I hate to think what he's done with this thing. Medical experience, maybe? At least some working knowledge of biology. He's cruel and he's methodical. It's the basis for all his riddles. Prometheus defied the cruel gods. This guy thinks he's doing the same thing.
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overqualified.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? Have you felt fear? Understood now? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable here?
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist. Cease fire immediately.
We're going down there.
I'll go. Call for backup and keep an eye out above ground and see where this thing comes out. Don't let me down, Rusty.
You're an interesting man, Detective. Why the police force? You're obviously overwhelmed.
Cease fire immediately! Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Do I get a sense you're looking for personal redemption? Do you think we have something in common?
Surrender now or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that.
Are you acquainted with slaughter? Does it attract you? Have you felt the fear? Understood the power? Are you comfortable out of the light, officer? Are you comfortable here?
You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever. Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist. Surrender now or I will use deadly force. This thing has come to an end. You know that. You're exactly what I expected. We were looking for a low achiever.
Where's the press, Cap? I think Phelps and I should get a medal for this. This has got to be the case of the year, right? The case of the century when you think about it.
Are you finished?
Yes, Skipper.
Good. Because there won't be any press briefings or commendations.
What are you talking about? We got the werewolf, the guy who killed the Dahlia, killed all the other broads.
You got no one. Mason was a ghost.
Can you at least tell us why, Captain?
Mason is the half-brother of one of the most highly elected officials in this country.
How high?
Beyond the moon for mere mortals like us, Rusty. There'll be no more mention of him. The city owes you both. But there'll be no mileage in ever bringing this up again.
What's going to happen to the suspects in the cases, Captain? I won't be a part of that.
A bit of missing evidence at the grand jury. A procedural error here, a mistake there. They'll all be quietly let go. The DA knows how we got to play it.
That's it?
I'm afraid it is. And I have some news for you, Phelps. No more rooting around in the entrails of cadavers and corpses for you. The head of Vice has asked to chief you. I'm reluctant to see you go to the glory boards of advice, but my hands are tied. Go home to that lovely wife of yours. Celebrate your promotion.
Oavsett om du ser media rapportera om det eller inte.
Breathe out, kid. I'm scared, Sarge. Everybody's scared, kid. Anyone who says he isn't is a damn liar. How many times have you been in combat, Sarge?
I was with Raider Battalion on Peleliu my first time.
Was it bad?
It's always bad.
Will this be bad?
As bad as it gets, kid. But you stick by the Marine next to you and he will stick by you.
So, some of the guys, they aren't very friendly, Sarge.
They've lost a lot of their friends in the last couple of days, kid. They think if they don't get to know you that they won't have to grieve for you if you get killed. They're wrong. It doesn't work that way. Don't worry. No Marine in this company will let you down.
Phelps, welcome to Vice. This is your new partner, Roy Earl. Take a seat. A special request was made to transfer you to Ad Vice. We need a man with your kind of starch on this desk, son. We have 2 dead Negroes found in an apartment this morning on Yucca Street. Number 6358, apartment 5.
We got better things to be doing than wasting our time on 2 dead junkies.
Did I ask your opinion, detective? 2 men dead on U.S. Army issue morphine. That makes it an Ad Vice case. Beat it!
Yes, sir.
You and the lieutenant have some history?
You could say that. We used to be partners. So, you're working with the big boys now, Cole?
I guess so, Roy. I thought homicide was the primo assignment.
That may be the case. I asked for you personally, Phelps. I had to pull a few strings to get you over to Ad Vice. How does it feel?
The lieutenant seems to think I'm doing okay.
Okay? Don't get humble on me, Phelps. You're doing great. You're the department pinup boy. War hero and crime fighter. What a combination.
I can assure you I'm no war hero, detective.
Let's rouse some hopheads.
Nice car, Roy.
Is it department issue?
No, this is my sled. You can't be seen slumming it in a Nash if you're in Vice, Cole. Meanwhile, we got needle freaks kissing it goodbye all over Central Avenue.
Any in the vicinity officer needs assistance, 1825 North Highland Avenue, 1825 North Highland Avenue. Unit to handle code 2 identify.
Who in God's name would eat at that hovel? They really picked a prize shithole for our first date.
Officer?
It's
please
up the
tell me
stairs,
what's going on.
detectives. Around the corner, last door on the left.
I'm all done. Your show now.
I swear.
Carruthers.
Phelps?
I've been reassigned to Advice.
What have we got? 2 stiffs. Overdose. Been dead a couple of days.
Government issue morphine. We use the same syrettes in Okinawa.
Fucking Negro junkies can't take supply this pure.
You know these guys?
I know of them. The younger one's a 2-bit horn player by the name of Cornell Tyree. The other one works in distribution. Started using a little too much of his own product, and Jack D took exception. He wasn't born that ugly. His name's Lamont. Tyrone Lamont.
So who's supplying the drugs?
That's easy. Whoever knocked off the wharves in San Pedro. Jack Dragna, Mickey Cohen. Dope's been all upside down ever since Jimmy Utley started the long walk at Quentin.
You talk about it like it's a system.
It was a system. But those days are long gone.
We are supposed to uphold the law.
Yeah, and we do. But we can't change people. The truth is, everyone wants a license to get a little dirty now and then. Our job is to keep it manageable.
That's how you see it?
See it any other way, and you better forget about being a vice cop.
Can we get on with this? Today, preferably?
Black Caesar. From the joint across the street. Looks like something was taped to the bottom of the cup. Small chance in life is probably better than no chance.
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
These clowns lived on popcorn?
Must have been messy eaters. It's all over the floor. Tyrone Lamont, not even 23 years old. One Surette is enough to knock you out for combat trauma. 2 of them will stop your heart.
Find anything interesting?
They say only the good die young. I hope it was true in your case. Who is JJ? And why do these two care about his taste in music?
You catch all the good ones, Phelps.
Looks like it was always going to end this way.
Just when I think I've seen it all.
Took his jolt and drifted off. And I suppose his friend wasn't in any condition to notice that he had stopped breathing.
Never the same, are they?
Some kind of fruit, a bell, and wind. Strange doodle. I wonder what's the correlation between love of the needle and love of the music.
Another day, another dollar.
Another special order from the Caesar. Street life have no idea how dangerous this stuff is. No cooking or preparation. Must have been the easiest fix these two ever had. Bit heavy for an empty cup. They've been getting their fix right over the counter in broad daylight.
The Emperor across the street appears to shift a lot of popcorn. Let's shake him down.
Another special order from the Caesar.
Another day, another dollar.
Right. Let's wrap this up before I actually have to work overtime instead of just claiming for it.
You're a true inspiration to us all, Roy.
Help you?
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths.
Hand over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in. Get that son of a bitch. Stay on him.
Help you?
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD. We're inquiring into the deaths.
Hand over the popcorn, numbskull, before we kick the door in. Get that son of a bitch. Stay on him.
Eddie, help me out, man. They're trying to kill me. You gotta help me out.
What the hell going on here? Morgan! That you?
You picked the wrong cop, you fucking animals.
I'm gonna teach you a lesson. I'm gonna beat you black and blue.
Fan, funkar ju inte.
All right.
Stop resisting, asshole. You're only making it worse.
What's your name?
Morgan.
Half an answer is no answer to me, asshole.
Fleetwood Morgan.
Keep an eye on him, Roy, while I take a look around.
Keep very still, Fleetwood. Don't give me an excuse to shoot you.
Mer surf, mer TV, snabbare bredband. Välkommen till Telia.
Tja, Måns Zelmerlöw här och jag är en del av den perfekta mixen.
Jag heter J. Jonsson och jag är också en del av den perfekta mixen.
Hi, this is Ed Sheeran and I'm proud to be a part of Perfect Mix. Den perfekta mixen.
Dygnet runt.
I det lilla växer det stora. För med växter kan allt hända. Blad som tar form, knoppar som brister och frukter som mognar. Dela det med oss på Blomsterlandet.
Häng med i maj på Tombola. Då man kan vinna 5 000 kronor varje kväll klockan 9 i Bingo 75. Det är hela 155 000 kronor i vinster. Spela för så lite som 2,50. Besök oss och häng med i det roliga på tombola.se. Nu har vi tidernas största utbud av shorts på Cubus. Just nu får du alla shorts från Cubus till dam och herr för 199. Och för endast 99 kronor till barn. Vi levererar hem till dig helt gratis. Dina favoriter hittar du på Cubus och cubus.com.
Ett kasino större än Mount Everest. Det måste vara tusentals våningar högt. Vad snackar du om? Det är online.
Videoslots.com. Världens största kasino online.
Jag insåg tidigt att jag var magnetisk och det är väl okej. Vissa säger att det är en superkraft. Jag vet inte.
Livet är krångligt, så handla hem elektronik ska vara enkelt.
Jag handlar på NetOnNet. Alltid direkt från lagerhyllan.
Hej hej! Tänkte bara kolla om ni börjar bli klara snart. Men alltså, vill du att det ska gå fort eller vill du att det ska bli bra? Blir det bra? Då så. Med Beckers nya fasadfärg är det enkelt att få ett perfekt resultat. Välj Perfekt Fasad Plus från Beckers.
Dina nya sommarfavoriter. Ett stort urval av bomullsskjortor för 199. Bomullsbyxor för 299. Behagliga linnekavajer för 1299. Och säsongens kostymer från endast 1599 kronor. Dressman för alla män.
Det är vår tändaste. Är det vår godaste? Hitta din Nubbles favorit. Marabou. Masked Singer USA. Nu på TV4 Play.
Tonight there's no way back. Walk down a soft summer and we have enough light to last us until morning light.
Bachelor Australien. Nu på TV4 Play. You stay away from me. You stay away from my family.
These number slips might affect your tone, Fleetwood. Should be stamped on the reverse by the issuer.
Maybe Morgan can give us something on this Jones character. I doubt it.
Morphine. Might not be filling, but I'm sure it's satisfying.
About time we heard what Fleetwood here has to say, Cole.
Circumstantial. Help me out. We're inquiring about the deaths of 2 men in an apartment across the street, Fleetwood. We want answers.
Of course. I'll do my best, mister.
You sold the drugs to Cornell Tyree and Tyrone Lamont.
Oh, I sell fried steaks and black-eyed peas.
You're lying, Fleetwood. We know that you supplied them.
I don't know nothing about no drugs. All I do is my 10 hair flipping burgers. Can you prove any different?
Flipping burgers and strapping jolts of morphine to the bottom of popcorn cups, Fleetwood. Now I want the truth. Who supplies the drugs?
Cat by the name of Armstrong Edwards. He brings the stuff around about once a day.
I know Armstrong. He's a two-bound, strictly small time. Who's he working for, Fleetwood?
Jermaine Jones.
We have you for the hop and resisting arrest. Tell us about the numbers if you want our help.
Look, the numbers are the white man's tax on poor folk. All right, now what else you want to know?
We have an address on the slips. We're gonna go down there now and rat you out, Fleetwood. Tell whoever it is that you rolled over and gave them up.
No. Look, I've been cooperative, okay? Now you gotta help me some.
Fleetwood, I'm gonna speak personally to the judge on your behalf.
A name, Fleetwood.
Look, he's a real slick dude. Wears a hat and swings a cane. Goes by the name of Merlin. All right, I ain't got a last name.
See you at the station, Fleetwood.
You're gonna help me, right?
Of course, kid. You helped us out. We always like to repay a favor. Can you see that Fleetwood gets a nice cell, Wallace? One with a window and a nice fresh pillow.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on the Jermaine Jones Musical Booking Agency.
Just a moment, Detective. Jermaine Jones. The office is listed as 5528 Santa Monica Boulevard.
Thanks for your help. You can drive.
I heard you were in the Blue Room the other night. Shouldn't you have been at home? Tucked in bed with the wife and kids?
Where I go is your business?
It couldn't have had anything to do with a certain delightful but damaged German girl, could it?
I don't know what you're talking about, Roy.
What about this afternoon? I was at the service station. Pumping gas. Coach, I need this. I guess I misunderstood. I was under the impression that you stood in my office and you looked me in the eye. And you made me a goddamn commitment. You think you know everything?
Look at this place. I'm guessing not much talent comes out of this talent agency.
Here we are. Jermaine Jones, 238.
Hey, who let you in?
Jermaine Jones.
Don't bother getting up. Your flunky Fleetwood Morgan just snitched you out.
I wasn't planning to. Now, you think you could tell me who the hell you are?
LAPD. We'd like to take a look around.
The hell you will, motherfucker. You carrying a warrant?
No, do we need one? Search the place, Cole.
What do you think you're gonna find, policeman? Huh?
Scott Phantom. Fine radio. Shortwave, AM and FM. My father has a Scott.
You ain't allowed to do this. I got rights.
No wonder this thing is sounding a little muffled, Jermaine.
Brennan, Wilt, get over here. Take these assholes apart.
You heard the boss.
Is this the best you got? The mugs are dope to the eyeball.
God damn. I don't believe this.
Oh. Sit tight, asshole. Pretend you're at the parlor getting your nails done. Cole, you better search through that stuff in the radio before you brace our friend here.
How many starving musicians pay with perfect, clean 50s? This must be how those two bums standing guard take their wages. Too much for felony possession. I'm thinking intent to supply. Your friend Fleetwood was also a betting man, Jermaine.
The minister hopes you are impressed by the facilities here for transport.
I don't think this is going to help us. Nope.
We have several very promising Jewish athletes we expect to compete.
I'm not here to tell you. I walk in a man's house. I'm not going to piss on
I hope none of this stuff is purloined, Mr. Jones.
I have a receipt for that thing. Somewhere.
to sell your nasty little ideas to the world. Now, I'm here to tell you, no one's going to stand. You've got to clean up your act.
Lamont and Tyree are dead. At a stretch, the DA could have you on felony murder for supplying stolen government...
Tyrone and Cornell are dead?
They're on a slab downtown with the ME examining their last meal. Washed down with morphine.
You offering me a deal?
I have a pet judge who hates blacks. He'll give you 50 years for your two buddies. Another 30 for stealing from Uncle Sam. You'll be out by the time you're 110. Imagine the changes you'll see.
I get the message. How much is this gonna cost me?
Who supplies the morphine?
I don't know nothing about that.
So we make you for all of it. You're the fall guy from Mickey Cohen.
In case you haven't noticed, I'm a colored man. You see any Jew boys running around here? I collect my cut. Lenny the Fink controls the action.
Lenny who?
Lenny Finkelstein, Mickey's dipshit brother-in-law.
What is the link between the morphine and the numbers slips?
There is no link. You're wasting your time here.
You're lying to me, Jones. Tell me about Merlin.
Who? I don't know anyone named Merlin.
Fleetwood Morgan will testify that you and Merlin are expanding out of illegal gambling and into drugs.
Okay. So I buy from a cat goes by the name of Merlin Otti. Merlin runs the lottery for the two-boy. The Fink has a new line in drugs. You squeal me out, and I ever
Tell us about Otti.
Otti's a gambler. Fronts points on football games, fights, the horses, numbers. Chicken crossing the road. Motherfucker will take the odds on anything.
Ramez Removals. They must have taken special care delivering this for you. What's the score with Ramez Removals?
I brought a radio from there. That's all.
So when we visit Ramez Removals and tell them that we want a special bookcase or wardrobe to hide our dope in, you're gonna be copacetic?
And when we tell them their good friend Jermaine sent us and said they could do a nice deal for the LAPD.
I could use an act like you two. Those fucks Abbott and Costello are on the slide. Hollywood could use another couple of deeply unfunny white bread humps like you.
Very good, Jermaine. You have character. Now cough it up.
Ramez is a good friend of Lenny the Fink. You getting the picture?
Take them all in.
We have a deal, right?
We're after the morphine. I'll speak to the DA on your behalf. You have my word.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address for Ramez Removals. That's Ramez, R-A-M-E-Z.
Just checking. Ramez Removals, corner Sunset and Wilton. Owned by a Jose Victor Ramez.
Thanks, ma'am.
Hey, isn't that the cop who saw the big case?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes. How is Hopgood doing, Roy?
Who?
Marlon Hopgood. He was my corroborating witness in the Bishop case.
Oh, right. Marlon. You're not still sore about that, are you? You made the case without him.
He was an accessory to the abuse of the girl, Roy.
As long as Hollywood exists, it's gonna be chewing up starry-eyed little girls.
Detectives Phelps and Earl, LAPD.
The name's Merlin Odie. I run a strictly legitimate bookmakers detective.
So that's not an illegal wire service that your colleagues are running? And the number slips that I've been picking up all morning with this address on them have nothing to do with you?
I pay my kick to the Watts, and they pay their cut to the LAPD. You can't go shaking me down.
You're a loudmouth motherfucker, aren't you? Anyone ever tell you that criminals are supposed to keep their mouths shut? Stay where you are while we look around.
Cohen took over the wire service from Siegel, right?
I'm stumped. Ideas?
Search around. We get a whiff of contraband and we have this guy.
This quantity, we're looking at a high-level trafficking charge. Thanks for the paper trail, Merlin. I think Ramez's place is our next stop. Oh, that's quite a win for a dime, Merlin. You better start talking.
God damn it. Get after him, Phelps.
Give it up, Adi.
Root beers all around.
Stop right there, Adi, or I will shoot.
Hurry, you can still catch him.
What are you trying to do, Merlin?
Excuse me. There he is. See him? Hey.
All right, relax, motherfucker, you got me.
Nice wand, Merlin. Too bad you couldn't pull off your vanishing act.
Make your joke, smart guy, but don't damage that. That there's a valuable antique.
You don't say. Maybe you ought to have a look at this, Cole.
Adi has Jose Ramez in his pocket. Ramez must have forgotten his lucky numbers. Would you like to calculate the odds on you going to prison for a very long time, Merlin?
I'm not going nowhere. I paid my contributions, and I'm not getting hustled by you.
We're only interested in morphine. Army surplus morphine. What do you have to say about that?
I heard about that. Big robbery on the ship. Ain't my line of work. I prefer something with a sporting outcome.
You distribute for Lenny Finkelstein. You're a patsy for those gangsters.
I don't know what you're talking about. I distribute for the LAPD, motherfucker.
Jermaine Jones gave you up as his supplier. He says that you're Lenny's sissy, and that you'll do whatever Lenny tells you.
Me? That nigga's a dead man. I moved the dope Jose brings me. Jose Ramirez. I ran a clean numbers racket until those two motherfuckers went into the dope business.
Ramez seems to owe you a lot of money.
We all owe somebody.
So it has nothing to do with the proceeds of the morphine shipment?
It's a gambling debt. The Heaps took over the wire service and screwed me. Now I just do what I'm told. Run numbers and shift dope. Jose's no different. He just thinks he's the big man that can run up tabs.
You're not the guy we want, Merlin, but we're taking you in. Maybe some time in a cell will help you remember something worthwhile.
Fuck you, and fuck you. You'll never put a charge on me.
Take this bum in. Take the long way around. Don't be gentle with him. You got that?
Yes, sir.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
You're behind the wheel.
LAPD.
We're here to see Jose Ramez.
What's it about?
Routine inquiries, sir. Can you tell us where we can find him?
You missed it. He was in the delivery truck, just went out.
God damn it. 11K calling KGPL.
Go ahead,
11K. 11K requesting assistance in pursuit of narcotic suspects aboard a GM delivery truck. Commercial license David Charles 457.
Roger, 11K.
Getting close and steer him off the tar.
What does this lunatic think he's doing?
We're not playing around here. Take this clown off the road. It's no good. We need to get closer. Let's see how fast he runs on bare rims. Hit him, Cole.
He's going left onto Hollywood. Get alongside him and take him out.
Hit him. Clear this asshole off the road.
Show me your hands.
Jose Ramos, you're being arrested on suspicion of supplying illegal drugs, resisting arrest, and for malicious damage to LAPD property.
Hey, hold your horses. I supply furniture, not drugs. And that thing back there, that was an accident. Some furniture came loose. That's all.
Save it for the DA, Chico.
Keep an eye on him. We're gonna take a look around inside.
Where's he been delivering? And who's been delivering here? Any repeat business in the ledger, Cole?
Why is Ramos buying so much ice? Merlinotti is buying a lot of furniture.
Couldn't you think anywhere else to meet, kid?
We like to choose our ground.
What is that supposed to mean? Huh?
It's something Wellington said at Waterloo. The guys who win normally choose where to fight.
We're gonna fight, kid? The two of you versus my boys here? I love the fight game. I went a few rounds myself. You and your friend, he looks tough, but I don't like your chances. Nah.
We don't have to fight, Mr. Cohen. We have you an enfilade.
What the fuck is that? Some kind of steak?
It means my men are in cover, but that they can still shoot you. If those were my orders, you would all be dead now.
Are you kidding me? This is a $200 coat. You got some balls.
Kelso.
I hope you didn't scratch the paint of my new Lincoln.
These guys are getting out of the dope business, Mr. Cohen. You'll have no more problems from them. The morphine is going to disappear back into the sea.
Hang on. You're getting hasty. There's a lot of dough on offer here.
Thanks for the offer, Mr. Cohen, but we are going to have to politely decline. After today, the morphine is no more.
This isn't the way we normally do business.
I'm aware of that, Mr. Cohen.
Call me Mickey. Are you aware of the risks, huh?
I'm giving it to you straight, Mr. Cohen. There will be no more morphine. We made a mistake and would like to back out gracefully. If you come after us, we will be forced to come after you.
You've been polite up till now, so don't stop making threats.
I don't make threats, Mr. Cohen. I'd like to thank you for your time.
Is that guy your idea of muscle, kid?
There's something you should know about Jack, Mr. Cohen. He killed 6 Japs hand-to-hand with just a bayonet and K-bar knife. His outfit, the 6 Marines, killed over 100,000 Japs in 3 months in Okinawa, and he was in the thick of it.
Those Japs are little guys, right?
Yes, Mr. Cohen. About your size.
What's with the puddle? Where's that trail of water coming from, Cole?
There must be a way through the back. Welcome to Furniture Village, where taste comes to die. What a pile of junk. My mother would be in heaven. I bet this is the kind of crap you love, Cole. 20 years out of fashion. Smells of old people in here. This is useless. I can't see a damn thing. You need to get up onto the floor above.
Get down here. There's a cold room in the back.
I think we know where the water's coming from. You're gonna want to see this.
There's something frozen inside.
Well, I'll be damned.
This must be how they transport the morphine.
LAPD, leave it right there. Everyone out of the vehicle and put your hands up.
There's something in the ice.
He's making a run for it. Let him have it.
You're clear, go! Are you trying to get yourself killed?
Catch this, you asshole! Show me the face, motherfucker!
Take them all to Hollywood Station. Have the ME and Tech Services go over this place.
Where will you be?
Hunting polar bear.
Can you drive to this one? Is Audie serious? Is the LAPD turning a blind eye to narcotics?
Keep your shirt on, Phelps. Drugs are prohibited. Doesn't mean people don't want to take them. Doesn't mean that we have limited demand.
I understand that. I know that the average Joe needs to unwind a little, let his hair down at the end of the week, but morphine? Heroin?
It's important to demonize hop, Phelps. Looks good in the papers. But when all is said and done, it's just another chemical like...
Factory is closed. Has been for years. Not much call for ice anymore with all those newfangled refrigerators.
Save it for someone who wants to hear it. How many janitors carry a gat?
That's one way of announcing we're here.
Seems like a nice enough gal. I don't judge what you do. Just as long as you feel all right about it. Choices you're making right now won't even feel like choices until it's too late. You ever been married, Coach? Little girl's all grown up now. Turns 18 next year. My wife and I are taking some time off. She told me, can't have two families. There's no room in the king for us. Ain't traffic fields hard. I'd like to give it a shot.
Give it up, Finkelstein. Your brother-in-law will get you a good lawyer.
My brother-in-law hates my guts. Come and get me if you want some daylight through that suit of yours. Come on and get massacred, cocksucker!
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
Reinforcements are on the way. Cease and desist.
Eyes open. He's around here somewhere.
This one's got your name on it. Surrender now, or I will use deadly force. You're fucking tough.
What the hell is the matter? Did someone please
I'm wide
don't
open
kick
here.
these assholes already?
You're fucking tough.
Get behind something, Phelps!
I got you now, motherfucker!
Find some cover! Give me some goddamn cover!
I ain't running out of friends or guns in here anytime soon. Understand?
Clear up the stage here!
Shit. Really hurts.
Your move, mister. Come get me.
Stay down.
Real clever, asshole.
You're covered, Phelps. Stay in cover.
See if I can't put one right between your eyes.
Move, damn it! Keep shooting! I want him dead!
Let's see if I can.
Stay! God, boys! I walk!
Take cover, you lunatic. Are you trying to get yourself killed? Get in cover! I'm wide open here.
They're all dead, Finkelstein. Leave the weapon and put your hands up now. Put my hands up? Sure. Then what? Cop to peddling the dope? Cut a deal? Ship me off to the queue? Soon as I get locked up, some old friend puts an ice pick above my ear? No thanks.
Only one other way out, shitheel.
So it comes down to this. If I go to me...
Let's have a look around. Now that we've finally got some peace and quiet. I think I've had enough. This stuff has got to be worth at least $100 grand.
So Finkelstein robbed the ship?
My guess is Lenny took it off their hands. This is big. This is gonna make the papers, Phelps. As senior investigator, I'll do the talking.
Well, well, who would have thought that Roy Earle's hand-picked new partner would have turned out to be such a great case man? This is a good result, Phelps. As far as we can tell, Lenny the Fink was moving the morphine across the city and as far north as Frisco. This makes the feds very happy, and it makes Mickey Cohen look bad. I won't lie to you, kid. I like the headlines. I like them a lot. You keep this squad in the papers, and we'll get along just fine. know a Freddie Calhoun?
Sure, I know
Freddie needs money to get out of town. Says he's prepared to blow the whistle on a primo reefer distribution ring. Says he
Has he said how much it's gonna cost?
$50.
And the department will front me the 50?
You can put in an expense claim. He's over at Mike Lyman's on Hollywood Boulevard. See what you can find out.
$50? Do they think I'm made of money?
No, you just look like you're made of money.
Oh, very good. The kid's on form. I'd say on a scale of dull to scintillating, you're a solid tedious today, which you can be pleased with.
Do you ever listen to yourself?
I don't have the same voices in my head as you do, Cole.
You know the way. You can drive.
What happened to you?
Is that the Citizen? Let me see it. Rate the 56. Congratulations.
There's a little sneak. That's him in the back, Cole.
Would you recommend this?
Freddie, you're looking good.
You're gonna help me, right?
That's what I'm here for.
You got the money?
The 20? Sure, right here.
20? I said...
You want the money or the alternative?
Tell us about the reefer, Freddie.
Another good Samaritan. Answer the question.
Brass comes from Tijuana. They bring in 50 pounds a week.
50 pounds? Are you hallucinating, Freddie?
It's stashed at a house at 1452 North Las Palmas.
Names, Freddie.
The guy at the house is a spick that goes by the name Juan Garcia Cruz. Well, be careful. He likes guns. Now, do I get my money?
Do me a favor, Freddie.
Spend the money on a bus ticket. You can't last forever on a snitch jacket.
Let's go visit this Cruz character. 50 pounds of dope. Crazy.
Their husband and then pushed them in front of the car?
You can drive.
You believe his story? Sure. A hophead like Freddie would raffle his sister for his next score.
Call for help. I'll try to find a way in.